want to leave you with this. If you are a young person with political aspirations, you're in support of zoning, do you think you would stand a chance? If at all, of course, you're still in ODM, you're rising, and I'm hoping you'll stick by ODM, you stand on business. Would you stand a chance if you were to vie for a political seat, say in the cosmopolitan area where Ken says, it's good actually for zoning to happen? Would you stand a chance? Just hold on to that thought. Mm. But Komu, you mentioned something about zoning as well, you being in support of it. I wonder if that is your final stand. But I'm now wondering, now that you are vying for a political seat in Nairobi, that is Mwihoko. I hope Mwihoko is in Nairobi, or is it in Kiambu County?
Next to Nairobi, neighbor Nairobi.
More or less the same potato, right?
Yeah, potato.
But if DCP right now are to say that, no, we don't want Komu, we are going to prompt another candidate to lead this party in Mwihoko, would you be okay with that now that you're in support of zoning? Before
I answer that, what would lead to DCP doing that?
Maybe they see somebody else who is more capable, or as Hans had said, that somebody has been in politics for a very long time. Ken had said something about that part. Also, Ken mentioned something about financial zoning.
Okay.
So these are just some of the things that they could be looking at.
So I want to look at it with two different ways. First of all, as a candidate, regardless if you're a youth, a woman, a disabled person, you're going in as a politician and as a leader. You don't want to have, personally, you don't want to have that picture of, you're a young person, no, I'm coming in as a leader. Before you look at me as a young person, look at me as a leader. So first of all, let's dismantle this looking at issues based on gender, based on age group, based on your ability, if you are disabled or if I don't know what. Go in as a leader. And so personally, as right now I'm an aspirant, I've declared my aspirations. So going forward, I am building my own strategies which will lead to me being elected or not. Other DCP candidates are there. Funny enough, we also have Jubilee candidates in Mwihoko. And we are all going, at this moment, build your base as a leader, as a party. And that's why I will go back to my previous statement of, as a political party, build your base first.
So for you, it boils down to political party and the person itself.
I said I will put it in two perspectives. First of all, as a political party and as coalitions. First of all, you cannot come and start talking of zoning too early. Right now, it's 2026. Let people build their aspirations. Let people build their base, their foundation. Then as we move on, you will handle, based in the different coalitions, that maybe UDA and ODM will have their own way of dealing with zoning in their end. But in our side, we have been having conversation of let people go, that the different political parties, after we have finished our political party of DCP candidates, going to primaries, after we have finished knowing that this is our leader, let now the other political party, let us go to the political primaries of the same area. Let one person emerge as the winner. And let other coalition parties that are affiliated to our coalition not field any other candidate, knowing now clearly that this is our person. Na ende mbele angengane na hiyo side ingine. But don't come here and start telling us, because, that's even killing someone's dreams. You cannot come, and as I alluded earlier, you cannot tell someone not to vie in Homa Bay, for example. You cannot tell someone not to vie in Mombasa as a governor, because the person who is there, who is a governor, is the deputy party leader of ODM. And this person is coming from UDA. Let me talk now in their own perspective. No, let them go in the field. Wacha watu wamenyane kwa debe. Then from there on, watu watasonga mbele wakijua huu ni amekula hiyo, amechukua hiyo kura na tusonge mbele.
So you're saying we should not look at it from, this is a young person coming into politics, but this is the voice that the young people are having right now. When you go on social media, where right now the young people are dominating and a lot of political education conversations are happening online, the youth are the largest voting bloc in this country, and they most likely will shape the election outcome come 2027. Then if you're telling them that, I'm not coming in as a young person, but that is the term the term they want to use, that we're going to vote for you, because you're a young person, we want to give you this chance so that we can see what you will do for the young people. Because most of this older people, this is another conversation that is being brought up online, that a lot of politicians who are policy makers, decision makers, they make decisions that they will not be here, they will not be alive to live in these decisions that they're making for these young people. Yeah. Then if you're telling the young people that, we don't want that conversation around, no, I'm a young I'm not a young person, I'm just coming in as a leader, then where does that leave you as somebody who is looking at these young people to get votes from?
I'm saying, let me not be viewed. Okay, obviously I'm a young person regardless. Just because I'm
but
not
if you're putting them off, they say that.
But what I'm saying is, I'm saying that and because to avoid discrimination of wewe nyamaza we ni mdogo. Wewe nyamaza we ni mwanamke.
The youth are the largest voting bloc.
No, yeah, exactly. And that doesn't, I think you are not understanding me. What I'm saying is, just because I'm a young person, don't label me as, obviously in the political field, whenever you come in and say, I'm a young person, I need, these people view you like you need mentorship.
If you're a young person with a manifesto, como?
I will come and sell it, and people will listen to me. But I don't want people to listen to me. Obvious people will view me as a young person, but I don't want people to view me as a young person. I want them to view me as a
I'm getting your point. I'm just being stubborn. But can you wanted to weigh in on that?
Let me weigh in on this matter of young or not. One thing we cannot dispute is the fact that young people are going to run.
Yes.
For different political seats. And running does not in any way stop them from being young. Yes, being a youth is a period that will elapse. But until then, you are a youth. Until then, you must enjoy all the advantages that are enshrined for any young person to enjoy. We talk about, and I started by saying, we have women rep positions, which are specifically for women. We've not had any seat designated for persons with disability elected at the ballot. We've not had any seat designated for young people. So it's a conversation we'll have at the time, some other time. But the question that you are asking about the mindset, and I want to tell you, in the position where I sit as the chairperson of the Young People, the United Alternative Government, I want to make it black and white, that one of the motivating factors of many young people engaged at the polling, at the registration center, is not going to elect the elderly. Based on what we experienced in 2024, and I was in the streets, and we've had conversations since 2024 up to now, the biggest motivating factor of these young people to register, other than taking William Ruto home, is the fact that they have confidence that they will go to the ballot and find people they can resonate with in terms of age and conversation about their future. That is their colleagues, colleague young people at the ballot. And they will have the opportunity for the first time to actually cast a vote for somebody they can pin down and they can reason with. We have many young people who are running with clear manifesto, clear agendas. But that doesn't mean that that does not stop them from being young people. They will remain to be youth until they pass that age.
You're young,
and I want to make it,
young
and I want to make it clear.
Okay.
I want to make it clear that going into 2027, conversation has already changed. And like my brother mentioned, the voter in 2027 is not necessarily thinking the same way the voter was thinking in 2022. They said that about 8 million voters did not turn out to vote in 2022, and majority were young people. This time around, chances are that majority of those who will go to the ballot, to the polling station to cast it, are these young people. And there's a point I'm trying to emphasize here, and I think the political parties also need to look at it. Because political parties only get parliamentary strength if people go out and vote their candidates. And this will be dependent on the type of party primaries and the candidates that parties are going to settle on. We are not saying that my brother here should be given a direct ticket, but he should be subjected to a free and fair nominations. Whether he lost, when he loses that nomination, he can come out boldly and say that I've lost this thing and I'm not support this candidate who is on the ticket of the party because this thing was free and fair. But it would be unfortunate for him to be negotiated out of the race because some old guy came in with a bag. You see?
These guys come up with